TuxedoBandidos, and we are live. Welcome in. It is Wednesday, September 20th. Today we are going to get into some unique golden bullet builds. So if you're down for that, let's roll.
Ready? Okay. Shh.
All right, we are live. What is going on, Bandidos? I'm sure you are out there farming some red stars like I'm about to. Now, if you guys don't know what we're talking about the global event called the Golden Bullet. I know some of you are new, so I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on what it's about and how to get it. So first, you need to go into your menu, and just right here in your seasons track, you can see Golden Bullet, which is the final event of this season, which means in about 2 weeks, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, the next season is about to drop, and boy, are we looking forward to that. So this is, you got to go in here and you got to activate it, okay? So otherwise, nothing's going to happen for you. But by playing the event and leveling up during the event, you're going to earn red stars, in which you can use to purchase caches at the season vendor. I'll show you where that's at in a second. And then you also get these rewarded caches as well when you accumulate those red stars, and they come by fives. So make sure you take advantage of those exotics at the end, but these are always appreciated. And Golden Bullet is extremely fun, and we're going to take advantage of it. And so basically, it powers you up. It gives you some serious amp damage and RPMs. Okay, that's the bulk of it. And so you got to snag the golden bullet from the enemy. There's an icon, a golden bullet icon over their head when they're loading it. And when they have it, they turn gold. So basically kill them, and then you get the golden bullet, and then you can, every kill refreshes it. It also reloads your weapon, and that's my favorite part. The RPMs are fun, the power is fun, but really the reloading of your weapon, never having to reload, is my favorite part. And that's the part that I kind of like to lean into when I play this event. But so we'll play with builds today that take advantage of both RPMs, power, reloads. So we're gonna do several builds today that are kind of unique, you know. So I'm not just gonna go out of the gate on, you know, a standard assault rifle striker build. No way, man. These events are made for you to have fun, you know what I mean? And so they're you can take advantage of that extra power that it's going to give you. Now, you still have to have enough power to earn the bullet, so you know you got to get that kill. And the other thing is, when the enemy has the golden bullet, it really hurts. I mean, it hurts. So you can't just go running around crazy, because sometimes there's multiple enemies with the golden bullet, and it doesn't take very many of those golden bullets to hit you to bring you down. So then you got these additional challenges. Okay, so you can take on those, and those will help you get you more red stars, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so why do we want red stars? So red stars is just a path to get what I say is the best gear in the game. All right, let me show you how to do that. So when you earn your red stars, you can come over to this vendor right here, and they're only open when an event is actually active. Okay, so you have to, the good news is that this event will be running for 2 weeks, so you got plenty of time to cash in on this. Now go for named item caches if you're new to the game, because this will get you even some of those exclusive Dark Zone named items that are very powerful. And then anything that's named, that's yours. Guns, gear, backpacks, whatever. And then you got legacy season caches if you're looking for, this is a really good one for System Corruption, which is a Dark Zone exclusive gear set. This is the only way to get it outside of the Dark Zone, is legacy season caches, because it used to be on a rewards track. I think it was season 1. So exotic, that was of course in past years. And then you have exotic caches, right? Which is, you know, there's a lot of exotics, so it's hard to use these to farm for something specific. But if you're still open to getting lots of new exotics or exotic components, then there you are. And so for us veteran players, you know, exotic components is something that we like to stack up. And so, you know, for me, for example, I have just about every named item I could dream of, and there's a few unicorns I'm still looking for. But overall, exotic caches, unfortunately, is what I'm probably going to cache my stars into. And that's because I need the components. But yeah, so anyways, that's why we do it. It's for the gear in the end, you know? And so when the event is fun, so like the trifecta, hitting the trifecta is when you have an event that's fun, and then when you can turn on global directives and earn more XP, and then when the map lines up, so you have a good map to farm, you know, and then, you know, it could be amazing times, you know. So check your map, look for those good farming zones, and just rinse and repeat, turn on some directives if you can. It depends on your build, right? So it depends on which build I'm running if I run directives. So, okay, so let's get crack-a-lacking, right? So what's up, everybody? What's going on? Biko, Grumpy, Sick Jim, Mr. Weasel, Mag in the house. What's going on? Blue Jedi, I see you. OG's in the house. He's suiting up. He's getting ready to get married. Does that mean no more video game time? Is that what happens when you get married? No, that's not what happens. Okay, cool. So we got a few builds I want to run today. Let's whip out. Ooh, where do we start? I mean, the Pestilence one is really fun. So we got a Pestilence one, a Capacitor one, a Dread Edict one, Attack 51, which is my favorite. And then I also want to do a rifle one. Let's start with the Pestilence. So a really fun way to run the Pestilence, actually. And it's going to be a ninja bike one. And look at that, I already have this 3 set. And this is actually my favorite way to run the Pestilence. I've run the Pestilence just about every possible way under the sun. The Pestilence is an old LMG, right? It's like an original exotic in the game. And so, I mean, I've just about run it every way that you could imagine, you know, highest ticks possible, something in the middle, whatever, you know. And in the end, my favorite way is this way, the 3-piece ninja with 2-piece striker. It's just really fun. And you wouldn't imagine, even without this game mode, but it's even more fun with this game mode. So hold on, let me make sure we get our stats right. So 55. And so the gear set's going to give us another 100% crit damage. Okay, so we'll be at 168% crit damage, and then we're going to get 30% RPM boost, and then we're getting 15% RPM boost. Okay, so the stats aren't going to show the true RPM there, and then the game mode is going to give us another crazy RPM boost too, right? Plus it's amp damage. So I just want to make sure my crits are all peaked out. And it looks like we got a little bit of room there. Come on, mod. Crit chance. That didn't do it. There we go. There we go. So 60% and then 168% crit damage. And then we got heals coming off of this gear set too. So real handy there. And then we got 10% armor and kill, a little fixer. And let's just try not to get hit. Let's just try not to get hit. Let's see here. With that golden bullet is what I mean. Let's see. And then I got to turn on the event here too, so can't forget that. All right, so all right, let's activate this bad boy. Regulus is actually really fun to run on this event too. Has anybody done that? Rogue, what's going on? Appreciate you. All right, let's go make some money. I haven't run the Pestilence in a minute. The Golden Bullet is actually fun with the ACS too. Has anybody ever run it with the ACS before? It's pretty fun. Because that thing's generally pretty weak, and so getting some power behind it and then with an unlimited reload is actually pretty fun. Forgot about that one. There's a bullet. Oh, grenade. Like those heals, huh? They're nice. Come on, man. Oh, really? Fucking perfect fire grenade. God, this thing is lightning fast. It's crazy. Look at how fast it is. That's without the golden bullet. You know what I mean? That's just an Umber right there. It's fun. Umber and Striker.
Reinforcement complete.
Finally, Jesus Christ. That turret's annoying back there. Just wailing on me, that turret. Pump it full of plague. Oh, got lightning fast reload. The plague is out there, refreshing the golden bullet. Do you hear it? Go cha-ching. That's the plague doing its thing. It still ticks at 510, right? So we're not rolled into the ticks, right? We're rolled just into more of a crits type build. So the ticks are really secondary here. He's got the golden bullet, so that hurts. You don't want to take too many shots from that guy. The boss with the golden bullet sucks. Look at the ammo, it's nice, huh? It's like we haven't even used any. Come on, man. Come on, get up. There we go. Who wants some? This is fun. You could do this for a while, huh? Run this build. There's something about Golden Bullet and LMGs in general. You see a lot of people gravitate to them. Oops. Why didn't it didn't give me the golden bullet there? Now I got it. Pretty fast reload, huh? So, I mean, that's why I really like this build. I really like it, genuinely. Like 30% reload speed plus 15% reload speed. That's 45% reload speed. That is the Pestilence's biggest weakness. The shittiest part of the Pestilence, it's a slow-ass reload. It's so slow. It's painful. You know, it's a really bad reload. Here we go. There it is. That's the ultimate golden bullet right there, right? Just no reload. Look at that. Look at that jitter. You see that? Wow. Typhoon! 7 minutes. That's a pretty good run for Lincoln Memorial. That's a great time. Okay, so that's the Pesty build. I got a hard stop today at 5:30, by the way, just 'cause it's my daughter's birthday, so. Got a little dinner planned for her. She's turning 11. Big 11. That's a good, man, that's like way better than my time. Typhoon, I think my probably fastest time in there is like 11, 12 minutes. I mean, I've never tried to actually speedrun it that, but I've, you know, generally try to do it fast when I'm farming it. And yeah, that's pretty good time, I gotta say. Yeah, Pestilence, you know, it's not everybody's weapon. It's really not. I actually, to be honest with you, I hated the Pestilence for the longest time. In the, you know, in the very beginning, and everybody, there's some people that just really got attached to it right away, and they really enjoyed it right away. And it took me some time to come around. And yeah, it's, you know, it's the slow, I mean, it's everything LMG, right? So the thing about the Pestilence, I gotta say, is that it's got one of the most unique and effective talents in the game. And that's what's good about it, right? And then the other thing about it is that it's got a really good base damage because it's a heavy hitting LMG. I'm pretty sure it's the M60, right? Same version as the Good Times. I'm pretty sure it is. But so yeah, so it's got a high base damage, and then because the talent doesn't give you any damage on impact, it's damage, you know, it's damage over time. So, but yeah, it's got everything that's wrong about it. It has everything that's bad about LMGs in this game, and so there's a lot of people that just generally don't like LMGs. And this is like, like if you think about it, it's like the worst of LMGs, right? It's got a slow reload, it's got poor handling, you know what I mean? And so, like, let's look at it. I mean, keep in mind, I'm buffing it a lot here, so it's got 15% more weapon handling and 45% more reload. But look at its accuracy and stability. So look at that's with the 15% weapon handling, right? And it's pretty bad. And if you look at the good time, look at the good time stability. I mean, that's crazy, right? I mean, maybe they are different weapons. I don't know. I can't remember which one. Oh, this one's the... Actually, they are different weapons, aren't they? This is a different one. I forget the name of it. It's a saw, right? Anyways. Yeah, but 3.6 second reload, that's with the 45% reload buff, which is really bad. You know, so yeah, and that's why people hate LMGs in this game, right? Because of the handling and the bad reloads. And so, and this is, yeah. And so a lot of us, me included, suffer, literally suffer through that for the ticks, because the pest of the plague of the outcast is actually one of the best talents in the game. It's just really good. It's really good. It's really good in legendary. But the problem with this gun in legendary, it's actually pretty hard to run in legendary. And the reason why is because it's rate of fire. So it's at 688 and you got 100 round mag, right? You got 100 in the mag, 688 RPM. And that's with the boost, right? So let's get rid of the boost real quick. Let's put on some random crap. Okay, so cool. 605 RPM, right? And so it's... The problem with that, like why that's hard in legendary, is that in order to get 50 stacks in a single enemy and kill him so the stacks roll over, you have to spend quite a bit of time out of cover, and legendary doesn't like you to do that, right? Legendary, I mean, punishes you, you know? And so yeah, you know, I think that a lot of people aren't as effective with the Pestilence and Legendary as they think they are. You know what I mean? And so I think if somebody was to critique your gameplay in Legendary while you're using the Pestilence, it probably wouldn't give you a really good grade, you know? And that's just because the Pestilence, that's the problem. You know, you can't stay out of cover very, very long, but it does work, and it eventually works. You know what I mean? It does. Like, you put it on a negotiator's build and you got a couple of really cool things going on there. But the problem is, it's like, Jesus Christ. So when you do have that really, which is probably going to be more like a 4-second reload, then you got tanks coming in at you. You got, this is what really happens. And I know from experience, it's like, so when you're reloading, that's when the enemies throw everything at you. So they start throwing grenades at you, suicide drones, and tanks are flanking in on you. The reload is 4 seconds of the enemy coming at you, you know, and then you pop out of cover and they're in your face, you know? Yeah. So, but but I've grown to like it. I've grown to really like the gun. I use it a lot now. I like the plague, and I don't run it all the time, but I like it on certain builds. And this actually is one of my favorite builds for this weapon. It's not the strongest in the game for it, but that's not why I run it. I run it because it makes the weapon more enjoyable, and it's still effective. You know, it's still really effective. And the reason why is really because of Umbra. You know, so that reload that you were seeing in there had nothing to do with the global event. That was this weapon's reload on this build, and that's a big deal for me to boost that reload. You know, and then the other thing is you get a little bit of handling lift, and the RPM, being able to drive RPMs out there and actually kill the enemy because you got some serious crits is nice. But what's missing here on the surface in the backpack would be heals, right? And that's why I like Umbra with the Pestilence, because it has a healing element, and you can't ignore that with the Pestilence. You know, so between the Umbra, the Fixer, and Gunner, I feel like I have everything that that I need to be successful with the Pestilence and allow it to feel really good too. But, you know, and so again, that's me, and I've run the Pestilence in every single way you can imagine. Tip of spears, 3-piece striker, Sawyer's knee pads, memento, vigilance, unstoppable. I've done it all. You know, glass cannon, no glass cannon. It's just, I've done every Pestilence build, and this one is the most fun, is the best way to describe it. And if it wasn't effective, it wouldn't be fun in my book. You know what I mean? If it wasn't doing the job, it wouldn't be fun. Anyways, moving on. So let's look. The next one I want to try. Let's do the. I might. Oh, I didn't bring all my weapons in here too. Should we try the Dread Edict next? Maybe I think I might be able to combine a concept here. Okay, let's do Dread Edict. So, okay, the Dread Edict is really cool too. So the Dread Edict, and so there's a synergy here too. I'm not sure if I've ever run this with the Golden Bullet. I don't remember, but full stop, the talent. So headshot kills will reload your weapon. And so you have that reloading, and then you have the Golden Bullet reloading, and SVDs without these auto reloads run out of ammo. So I was thinking, you know, I normally run this with 4-piece aces, I think. And so I want to try it maybe with like a hotshot setup and or tip of spear. Actually, that would be cool. Let's try that. Tip of spear. Anyways, I want to see. I can't remember if I ran this with it, but I want to see because there's a little synergy there with the auto reload, and I really like the Dread Edict. I'm a big fan of it. I didn't always like it, but since season 11, I did. Changed my mind. We could try it with the Ninja Bike backpack. Let's try it with the Ninja Bike backpack. And let's put on one hotshot piece. Do we have armor? Yeah, we do. So let's put that to red. You know, I really like sniper builds with Golden Bullet. Because you can pick on the Golden Bullet guy from distance. Like when you see him, you just take him out with one shot, you know what I mean? And because you got the range to do it, you know? Where when you're running like an assault rifle or LMG, the guy might be way in the back. So I do like that about that. And also with snipers or like SVDs, like marksmans, they have a small mag, you know? And so having that unlimited ammo thing because of its reload is pretty cool. Action Jackson, what's up, man? Silas, what up? Yeah, you know what that's exactly what I did, Silas. I don't know if I have the Tabula Rosa right now. I'm not a big fan of the Tabula Rosa because it's got a really good talent, but its mag is small. And so I feel like you're better off with the non-perfect, like on another LMG, you know. But the weapon itself is good. It's got a really high base weapon damage, doesn't it? Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Let's hope I forgot to change my specialization. Let's see if we can do that without a glitching. It was a glitching last time I was doing in here. We'd go into a loading screen and wouldn't come out. Yeah, I wish yeah, the Ninja Bike backpack is really interesting, right? Like there's a few builds where it really shines. It definitely doesn't work on everything, you know. But there's a couple of builds. I always consider it when I'm putting a build together. I'm like, oh, can the ninja bike play a role? And if it's a damage thing, then no. You know, if I'm looking for more damage, then it's not, you know. But okay, I think that worked. That was weird. If it's a damage thing, then no, it doesn't. That's not why I go for the ninja bike. It's usually, it would lose to an alternate piece there. But if it's something, if the build already has all the damage it needs, then the ninja bike becomes an option. But I'm careful with the ninja bike because what I don't want out of the ninja bike is waste. So you can't afford waste with a ninja bike build usually, because you know you're losing damage by running it, right? You're choosing a utility over damage, and so that means for me, it's important that all my pieces are being utilized correctly. I can't see that far. Got her. This is gonna be a pretty cool build actually, because I still have the TAC 50 with its unlimited ammo. It'll be generating ammo in the background, and then so I can one shot and take out these golden bullet guys and then switch weapons. I think that'll be, we'll see here. Wow, double turrets down there, nasty little fools. God damn, they're running around. Come on, man. Thank you. So this is one of my favorite builds because it's unlimited. I don't normally run it this way, but unlimited TAC 50 ammo is so cool for me. One of my dream guns for the Division 2 is a 50 caliber. I really wish we had one. A non specialization weapon 50 caliber. As you can see, I'm preferring it over the Dread Edict. Ah, come on, dude. He sucks. Yeah, I think I normally run this with the Memento, maybe? I think. Why, yeah, of course, right? Tux not running the Memento? I know. I know. 36 million right there. That's with the ninja bike. Okay, so now I'm gonna try this Dread Edict. Hold still. Thank you. Oh my god, it feels so loose. I'm not running my normal controller. I'm using the standard Xbox controller right now, and it feels so loose. I'm having a hard time controlling my weapon. I'm so accustomed to my other controller. It's crazy. Come on, dude. Damn. It's getting on my nerves. Got him. You can come up. Show me the head. What up, Mr. Smurf? FJ, well, you probably do ongoing directive for that one, or I mean, it depends. Like, if you want to have fun with it, you could run a build, and I would do the ongoing directive one, and then I have a bleed build, like a really strong bleed build that with one bullet. You'll kill in a non-elite, and then about 2 or 3 bullets will kill an elite from bleed. And I could drop you the link for that. And then I have 73 million right there. It's crazy. And with the boss. What? That's crazy. It is pretty fun. I'd probably run the Dread Edict on a different setup than Tip of Spear. I'd probably put it on a 4-piece hotshot or back to aces with it. Yeah, I think Aces is probably better for the SVDs. I think you're right. That's its place. That's its place. You know, Aces doesn't really have a place in the game anymore when the Hotshot came out, except for SVDs. That being said, Aces probably needs to be retired or reworked. It's just one of those sets. It's too specific. I don't like that, you know? Like, it says nothing about me will work unless you're running a marksman rifle. You know? I hate that. Taking up room in my stash. Asa, so what up, man? So I was trying to say, sorry, Silas, wait, who was that asking? Somebody was asking. Who was that? That was actually asking. Oh yeah, FJ Diaz. I didn't finish because I thought you might have been in an ad break, but Jesus, dog is off the hook. So I got a bleed build that I could drop you. That's crazy bleed. But anyways, if you want to bleed 3 enemies at once, it's pretty easy. Just shoot 3 enemies with ongoing directive when you have the bullets, and you know they'll all be bleeding at the same time. Or you could drop a hive, a stinger hive, if you just want to get it over with. But if you want an actual build, I would go ongoing directive. I mean, I know that some people like running ongoing directive with... You gonna come for me, buddy? St. Elmo's, you know, I personally don't, but I know a lot of people like doing that. You kind of toggle between your ammo, shock, and bleed. So inevitably it'll happen. Everybody bleeding. Who's that? Jesus Christ, you see those bullets miss? They went all around his head. Yeah, here, let me drop you that link. Give me a quick sec. So this one, everybody, it's actually, you're gonna wanna make some, there's so many things you could do, but let me grab this link for the bleed build. Here you go. So that's an ongoing directive using the blue screen LMG build that I created specifically for the blue screen, and it's all about the bleed though. It's all about the bleed and status effects. Come on, give me over that. And so there's so many different ways you can run it though. You could also, I was gonna say, put on what is it, Creeping Death on the backpack, and then you know that's a good way to spread the bleed. Creeping Death, that's an easy way to spread the bleed. So you shoot one guy, and whatever status effects he has, which in your case would be bleed, would spread to the neighboring guys. Yeah, that's right, Dio. So yeah, it just kind of depends on, if you want to get it over with, then I would just, like, if you don't want to actually create a build for it, I would just run, you know, whatever your favorite build is, whatever it is, and just clip a stinger hive and just throw it at a group of enemies, you know, and they're all bleed at the same time, and just keep doing that, you know, and it probably won't kill them, but you don't need to. You just need to bleed them. But ongoing directive, if you're looking to have some fun, then ongoing directive is a fun one. Especially for this event, actually, because I think it aligns up with this event pretty well. You do a good job of maintaining your special ammo. Fighting on two fronts here. What? I know she's thinking about catching me on fire, so not gonna let her fucking do that, you know what I mean?
Reinforcements en route.
Really? Oh my god. Oh, nice fucking shift. It's actually so strong I don't need to hit him in the head. Like I could chain kill on the body. Not all the time, but a lot. See, that's a body shot. That one wasn't. I mean, that one was a body shot, didn't count. Is it all the enemies? Let me try to figure out that pattern. Like, which guys are taking the body shot kill? It might just be non-elites, I'm not sure.
Hostiles detected.
Come on, you dick. This weapon is sick. I could run this weapon all day. Ah. Ooh.
Serious trauma detected.
Oof.
Heavily armored hostile.
It's a good combo, though. The SVD makes a really good backup weapon, you know? Arcane Fire, what up, bro? Make money, money, make money, money. That was fun. That was fun. I was immersed into that TAC 50. Ran out of ammo at the end, though. I don't remember why. Anybody need this Cavalier bullshit? So what's the verdict? You think the SMG is going to come out as it is? The new SMG, Ouroboros, however you say it. Ouroboros. Think they should rework it? I know we talked about it at length for a while. I mean, we were saying it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing. We don't know what the devs are doing. They never reveal their cards, right? But the other day we were talking about it, and I generally agree. Generally, I don't think a weapon should stand out. Otherwise, the whole entire community is going to run just that weapon, and that happens a lot, right? And like the St. Elmo's is right there. Everybody's running the St. Elmo's, right? And it's a good gun. I mean, it's good. But yeah, but it destroys the game, especially if it's like really overpowered, right? And so, but I was saying, I was like, Silas, one of the things we were talking about was like, I was like, well, the game, you know, we have a progression, right? We always have to progress. There has to be some sort of progression for our characters, you know, so that on the power scale, right? And so, but the devs have to do it now but they can't, like, if they just give us straight up power and if it's real linear, then they're going to end up having to rework and rebalance the game. And so we get more power, then they have to rebalance the NPCs, and then NPCs will get too strong that they rebalance us, and so on and so forth. And so I was thinking, like, what if, and this is probably too creative for the devs, I'm sure they're not thinking this, but what if they were giving us our power-ups through weapons? You know what I mean? So, like, if we're running this weapon, we feel more powerful, which is the way it should be anyways, but you know what I mean? And so the one, like, as a series, all the exotics are going to be like from one overpowered weapon to the next to the next. So what if, like, so the St. Elmo's is basically overpowered, right? And then the Ouroboros is overpowered. And then eventually we have a collection of overpowered weapons. And that's a way, maybe that's a way the devs can make us more powerful in the game without giving us direct global power. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but it'd be hella creative of them if they did do that. The other cool thing is, like, I actually don't feel like I don't feel pressured to have the golden bullet with this TAC 50, because you could just take it when you want it, except from this guy who just, yeah, what a fucking dick. I can't believe he just did that. Sidestep 1, sidestep 2. Here's Tango. But I was also saying, like, it's got to be on purpose, you know? It has to be. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm all over the place with this one because, look, I mean, what a bonehead move to introduce a weapon so overpowered to get the community's hopes up just to nerf it, you know? Like, what? I mean, DPS isn't a foreign subject to them, right? Like, didn't somebody check it? You know, like, just throwing it out there. Weapons should go through some sort of process before they're released, even through the PTS, even if it is a testing environment, you know? Anyways, and so I'm thinking, like, it's gotta be intentional, right? But then it makes me think of then I think of the Sacrum Imperium. I'm like, well, maybe it's not intentional. Maybe they really don't know what's going on with the weapon class. Maybe the weapons guy is way disconnected from the game. You know what I mean? It's possible. It's possible. But I would be disappointed if they ended up nerfing it, because not because I want the weapon to be overpowered, but more like, for the general disappointment of introducing something just to nerf it. Like, it's what a tease, you know? And it's something so basic, you know? And so, anyways, so thinking about it positively, okay, which is where I'm going with this, is like, I'm thinking like, it's got to be on purpose. It's on purpose. This is their way of trying to help us feel more powerful in the game. And that's why the St. Elmo's never got nerfed. 73 million. 75 million. Guess we're done? I don't know.
Additional hostile contacts.
You know what? I'm going to use the TAC 50 for 2 weeks straight. I am. This gun is good. And like, when do you get a chance to do this? I'm not going to be able to do this for like another 4 months, right? I'm going to sleep with my TAC 50 by my side. Under my pillow.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Aw, you can't turn like that.
Received. Golden bullet.
Squad! What up, squaddy squad?
Supply room access unlocked.
You know, I wanted to try that rifle build that we created. I was gonna say, so it's fresh on your mind.
Identified.
Do I have the right talents? Determine. All right. The Blue Man Group. Did we do we think the profit would work on this one? I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I got it. I got the non-named one technically, so it's just the police.
Hostile assembling a golden bullet. Bullet complete. Reinforcements en route.
Give me that backpack. There it is. Oof.
Received a golden bullet.
Really? Oh my god, what the? That's me. That's all me. Listen. My controller's so loose. I'm like, "Ugh!" Come out here. Come on. I don't know what's so special about being inside there.
Vital signs critical. Incoming hostiles detected.
God. Oh, it totally made me hit that weak point.
Rogue agent detected.
Really? Fucking perfect. Just happened to have a fire grenade, huh? All right. What were the odds of that?
Has formed golden bullet.
Ho, 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 ho. You saw that, right? I don't think I got that. Yeah, I didn't. Wasn't fast enough. Oh, that's what he dropped. Look at that. That is some quality gear. Wow. It's about as high as it can get. Oh my gosh. That might just be... I should take this one, right? I mean, it might just be the best drop you could ever get in the game. A Cavalier holster with minimum rolls. Oh my god. That is amazing. That is so bad. That is the worst drop. Oh my god. Oh man. Seriously, that is funny. Okay, so let's now try it with the 1886, which should be probably better. Such a good rifle. Anyways. I need to get some ammo, so thank you. Yeah. Oh, I gotta squeeze in that pistol too to see if we can get that to work with the power of the golden bullet. Like a Regulus that doesn't have to reload too would be pretty fun. Let me see, do I have that? Yeah, all right. I'm sure I've done that before. It's been a long time. Probably with the Hunter's Fury. I used to run Hunter's Fury a lot for this event. Just throw on all armor, Hunter's Fury, and then a really good pistol is really fun. Also shotguns too, right? Because like the M870 shotgun, I mean, talk about needing a reload, right? Come on, man. God. Get it together. That was amazing. What a timing. What timing. You're just standing right in front of the door. I never catch him back here. Never. I'm always somewhere else.
Supply room access unlocked.
Oh, the backup boomstick. That's a good idea too. Yeah. Because it gives it some handling on it too, right? It's a little easier to control and you can shoot at distance. Yeah, I can try that too. That's fun. Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, so the rifle worked pretty good, obviously. That was fun. So let's see. Now, delete some of this stuff here. I'm gonna keep this holster. It's too good to trash. Just a reminder. Okay, so I'll start with the Regulus. This will be fun, and then let's swap this weapon out. I don't have anything to swap it to right now. Okay.
Received. Golden bullet disabled. Incoming hostiles detected. Golden bullet complete.
Wait, where am I? Confused. Why are these people here? Oh god, best gun in the game. How are you? You goddamn bulletproof. Oh my god, my handling sucks. The big show. No way.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
God, we have a lot of exotic SMGs now, don't we? Is that 4? So we have the Lady Death, Backfire, Chatterbox, and then this new Ouroboros.
Reinforcements en route. Hostile complete. The golden bullet.
Collateral damage, baby.
You're going down. We got one down.
Nowhere to hide.
Hostile detected. Refreshed. Golden bullet. Golden bullet being assembled by hostile. Received. Golden bullet.
Oh, break your son. God. I'm reloading.
Damn. She hurt. She had that golden bullet on the boss.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, don't start. Don't start. Where is he? All right, let's see. There's a lightning strike right there. Damn. Yeah, it hit pretty fucking close. I could smell the singe. My arm hair. Okay, dude, let's see if I have my I think I have to go get it. My little shotty. Little pocket shot. All right, let's go get our, see if I have that shotgun local.
In danger.
That'll be fun to whip out the little pocket shot. See if I got my other shotgun in here too. Take a couple of them along. Shotguns are fun. That auto reload on shotguns is very handy on a very hard hitting gun. Turn an M870 into a one hitter Super 90. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. The capacitor is really fun on this one too, by the way. It would take me a little bit to set it up though, because I gotta get pieces. So I'll bring the Calibre and M870. The Tsunami, I don't think we, I mean, we could. All right, and then let's see if we got our shotgun. Ah, we do. All right, so let's put that on, and then we'll run the. Actually, I'm gonna go this one because we're not gonna need pummel. I mean, you do and you don't. I'm gonna try it without, and then I gotta go turn on shotguns. Oh yeah, I can see the bighorn being good. Yeah, because it's small mag sucks. I like the TAC 50 for this event overall. Just always keeping it because one, you can refresh your ammo. It's like wearing Tippa's spear, right? You know, you need a little bit of ammo to start off with, and then from there, it's just like, you know, you can refill it, but you can pick on that. It doesn't matter if you're running an assault rifle, whatever. You can pick on that golden bullet guy. To get things going for you. So like right here, so the golden bullet guy's in the back, so I could take him out, and then now I have golden bullet, and then I'll switch to whatever. Oh, they're not gonna like this at all. They're not gonna like this. I can feel the handling got real tight on the shotgun once I got that golden bullet. I mean, it feels like I'm shooting slugs. What the fuck is going on? I put 4 shots into her. Try that again. Ammo hoarder ruined it. Yeah, because every time you reload, it steals your ammo. Red. Yeah, the directives rotate, right? So every season you get different directives. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're shitty. They're kind of shitty right now, you're right. Because the ammo hoarders does kind of suck. But also, that armor one is broken as shit. Always glitches out.
Golden bullet received.
All right. What build am I running again? Yeah, this will work. It's kind of a general. You pretty much run this with any weapon. Well, any hard-hitting weapon.
Hostile supply convoy detected.
See, like right there. And that's why the TAC 50 is nice, you know, just obviously it procs my headhunter, so there's no doubt about that, but using it to, when you have the golden bullet guy at range. Oh, another good one. Just it was timing, right? I was just like right there. Turn around. Oh, boss, one bullet. Ah, the hell did that come from? Yeah, this gun does not mind playing up close, you know? It's a demolisher.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Oh, we got a double kill right there. That doesn't happen every day. Oh my god, I barely got her.
Hostile supply convoy nearby. Heavily armored hostiles detected.
Fuck, what? That was fun. I should try it with pummel too. I wonder if the extra 40% weapon damage would be handy. Yeah, headshots give you that bonus XP. It's kind of nice. All right, let me try the other shotgun if I have it with pummel. Let's try that real quick because I wonder if a couple of those enemies maybe had put out less shots on when I don't have the golden bullet. Isn't this the one that has the immunity bug? This global event, sometimes when you have the golden bullet, they're immune. There'll be every now and again, there'll be a guy where you're shooting, he's taking 0 damage, and then you're like all the way through your mag before you realize he's not taking any damage. Was that this one or was that a different event? Yeah, I think it is this one. I remember. Maybe they fixed it, maybe they didn't. But yeah, it sucked because, you know, the golden bullet's on a timer, and so you're focusing on this guy and he's immune. Reloading fixes it, if I remember right. So you have to remember to reload. But by the time you realize they're immune, you know, your timer is just about up and you end up losing it.
Hostile assembling a golden bullet.
Bring it, bring it.
En route. Hostile has full golden bullet.
All right, let's do it. It's a hell of an angle they got back there. Ah.
Target in sight. Locking the enemy down.
Golden bullet. Detected. Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
That sucked. I should probably be running a shield. Now that I think about it, you know. That golden bullet hurts when it hits.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, he's immune. We were just talking about that. He's completely immune. Did you see that? Oh, we were just talking about that. Oh my gosh. Maybe I jinxed myself. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, I haven't had any luck with Cavalier either. Basically, I use it for its hazard protection, and the rest of it, it's just kind of trash. But, you know, hazard protection's hard to run in this game. So even then, it's only good on a few builds. Builds that are high powered so that you can afford to run hazard protection. Or tanks, I guess, you know. But tanks aren't really looking for hazard protection usually.
Target out of cover.
We'll get you.
How did this happen?
I was looking for that riot foam. Let me get that riot foam pouch. God damn it. That was bullshit. Skeletor! What's up, man? Please get me up. I'm sitting right here. Oh, these riot foam guys are not gonna let him do it. Oh, you guys suck. There's only 2 guys left, basically. Then that guy is like almost dead. He just can't. He can't do it. You know, can't do it. You can't do it. And that guy's almost dead. You know, the enemy. He's got just 1 bar. All right, all right. Got to kill myself. Yeah, I know that's annoying. I've technically, you know, for a shotgun build, you should be running a little bit more protection than I am. So the bonus armor isn't working for us, you know, but because we don't have any armor on kill, I mean, we're taking just so much micro damage I'm taking that inevitably I'm gonna go down. You know, how fast, because especially with the golden bullet out there. So I got hit by a golden bullet right then, and you couldn't see it, but the boss had a golden bullet, and she's the one that dropped me. But you know, so it'd be smarter to be running around with the shield on this one. I mean, that will solve all our problems right there, because it wasn't like we were taking tons of damage. It was just that micro damage. It just adds up. It adds up. It adds up. It adds up, and then eventually, when you get into that sticky spot, you know, you don't have any life to allow you to push through or get out of it or whatever you're gonna do, you know, and it only takes a couple of shots and you're down. It's a matter of time, right? So it's a matter to literally, I'm not saying that like metaphorically, I'm saying literally it's a matter of time. So they take a little bit, and you're healing, but their damage is so much, right? They hit you so hard that it's you can't keep up with the amount of micro damage you're taking, because shotguns are a little bit different. Rifles require more precision, but it's just 1 bullet. And the military or the shotguns can just be 1 bullet, but they're less forgiving because they don't work at range, right? And so the rifle works at range, and so you can kill them before you even get there. Plus you have determined. You kill them before you even get there, or you know what I mean? Like, or even so it works whether you're at range or you're in their face. It just requires a little bit more precision, right? But the shotguns require precision too, because I'm running a headshot shotgun build. So it's easy to accidentally clip the enemy. Really easy to do that. And so they only take half your pellets, and then they're not dead. And so you have to put a couple more shots out, and then you lost your headhunter buff because of that. So it is harder. Shotguns are the hardest in the game. Hands down, the hardest to use in the game. Anyways, because of that, I am taking on more damage simply because of my weapon. So the only thing that changed on my build is the weapon, but because I'm running the shotgun, I take more damage. And so it's really interesting if you think about it, how a weapon swap can invite more damage. LMGs invite more damage than assault rifles. SMGs invite more damage than assault rifles. I mean, it depends on how you play a little bit, but because they got range issues. So you have to, for an SMG to have the proper time to kill power, you got to play inside 15 meters, 20 meters. And assault rifles can play a little bit deeper, obviously, right? So, and shotguns, you got to get even closer. So shotguns are the closest. So, I mean, they don't work for crap. In at 15 range, 15 meters, it says 15 meters. It says basically 10. That's like pretty much 10 meters there. You know, you got to be in their face with a shotgun, which means you can miss really easy, right? Because you're so close, but they're so much fun. And so, you know, very powerful, very fun, very hard to use. They're the hardest to use in the game, I think. Even harder than snipers and whatever. Because see, snipers, you got all that distance on your side. So outside of shotguns in general, the Nemesis is actually pretty hard to use. Because, again, it invites a lot of damage because of its charging time. The real big downside of that weapon, you have to charge it. And then slow LMGs can be hard because same thing, they invite damage and then really long reloads. And then really hard to land your shots too. So, you know, it's got a lot of minuses, but you can make them work. So on certain LMGs are easier than others. Yeah, and this one I'm using the Memento. But yeah, and so if you're running shotguns, you might as well just put on Hunter's Fury, right? So, but I was basically running a general build here for all the heavy hitter weapons. So 2 pieces Walker is giving us extra damage to armor, which is really helpful, and then more damage to armor here. And then shotguns got really nice damage to armor. So if you look at our damage to armor here, we're at 25% armor damage. So that's pretty good. It's pretty effective. And then Foxes for damage to targets out of cover. And then the shotguns got damage to targets out of cover too. So there's 18% damage to targets out of cover. Damn good. So really good multipliers here on this one. And so it does make it a nice general build and for one-shot weapons. So any of the shotguns, any of the marksman rifles, any of the regular rifles, and any of the pistols, you can literally, you know, this would be probably a good build to just save, you know what I mean, in your slots and just saying, what do I feel like running today? A rifle or a pistol or a shotgun? And just, you got this one build. The pieces, none of these pieces are difficult to get. I mean, I guess the Memento is the only one because it's an exotic, but you technically don't have to run the Memento either. I mean, it does depend on your weapon, but if your weapon's strong enough, you don't need the Memento. You could run, what would I run if I wasn't running the Memento? I probably would run Bloodsucker. I mean, it depends on how you play. If you're playing from cover, you wouldn't need it. And then just go Vigilance. But if you're going to use a shotgun, then you're probably going to want bonus armor. I don't like shotguns without bonus armor. They're too hard, you know? And just the shields. I got, you know, shotguns are pretty good with shields. Actually, I like the, but I'm using the TAC 50 to pick up that golden bullet from distance. I really like that. I mean, I try that on whatever build you're running if you have the ability to. Use the TAC 50 for golden bullet. Even if you're not running a headhunter build, just, you know, you see the golden bullet guy come out of a door and he's 50 meters out, just pick him off and switch back to your assault rifle. You know, just an easy way to acquire it. Especially if you're running in group scenarios because, you know, you're competing for that golden bullet a little bit more. Oh, Larry, I wish, man. The Enforcer shotgun is the only one I don't have. I mean, not the only one. There's that LMG too that you get for referring a friend. I don't have that one either. But I wish that would be probably my favorite shotgun. I really like the Super 90 and I really like Pummel. So yeah, I mean, 2 kills to reload. Oh my gosh. It's so much easier, you know? It's so much easier. I mean, I do have the Tsunami, which is good also. It's different, but good, right? It's actually a little bit faster. And then you got a mag. But one of the things that I feel is that The one thing I think is like the Enforcer is better because I feel like the Tsunami doesn't really need the auto reload because it's running a mag, you know? I mean, its reload is kind of long at 2.4 seconds, but I mean, it's pretty amazing that the Calibri is at 2 seconds on this build. It's because of all the handling we got, right? That's why this build is actually a pretty good generalist build. Oh, we don't have that much handling. Just that one there. We could, there's some handling coming off of this though. You could take off your protection from elites too, if you felt like you needed more damage. You don't like the Sash G12, Grumpy? I like it. I think it's pretty good. It's not my like go-to though, to your point, but like I like it with I have a strike running it with a 4-piece striker build is pretty darn fun. It is. Yeah. I was actually gonna run it today, but I'm out of time. I gotta get to my daughter's birthday dinner, folks. But appreciate you hanging. So we're gonna do some more Golden Bullet this week. So I'll probably be streaming all week. So I know my streaming has been slow over the last week as I'm trying to master Starfield. Oh my gosh, Starfield. Let me tell you guys about Starfield real quick before we go. First of all, it's an absolutely amazing game. Second, I have never played a game on Xbox ever that has been so buggy. That's had so like that's game-breaking bugs. You know what I mean? Like I've never played a game on Xbox that's been that bad ever. Now it's a new release, and so you know I'll give it that and whatever. But what's kind of pissing me off is that there's all these people covering Starfield and nobody is talking about it. Nobody is talking about it. You know what I mean? There's a guy that also covers the Division 2 that covers Starfield, and he puts out daily Starfield videos and never talks about it. And I'm thinking, like, how can you not talk about it? It is glaring. Like, if you Google Xbox crashes or Starfield crashing on Xbox, look at the articles on it and stuff like that. Like, it's a serious issue that's going on behind the scenes and nobody is talking about it. It's blowing my mind. I was like, how is nobody talking about this right now? So check this out. I've basically have lost a level 60 character in the game. And so I know you probably don't know what that means, but that's like to put it in Division perspective, that's probably like a level 3000 watch. Okay, that's like a level 3000 watch. And the basically it's there's like a corruption that happens in this on the save files, and so like I can't load my save files up. So the game works, but on my instance, on my character, when I try to load it up, it doesn't load, and the game like freezes. Basically it freezes, you know, and then it's just like, so the files are corrupted, and it's just like there's nothing I did everything. Uninstalled the game, reinstalled the game, cleared my cache, did all these crazy things, you know what I mean? And so ultimately I had to start a new character and do it all over again, which in the end I don't actually regret, because the reality is to get to level 60 the first time took so much time because I had to figure things out. But on the second, when I started my new character, I had it all figured out, and I got to like basically level 30 in a day. It was amazing. And so that's kind of what I'm doing on the Starfield, why you're not seeing any content from me, is because I'm mastering it. And then what I'm looking to do is be able to pass this knowledge down. And so it's a really good game. But if it wasn't such a good game, I would have given him the middle finger and said, screw that. I lost a character, you know? And they're apparently aware of the issue and they got a team dedicated to it and whatever, but it's just like not everybody's, you know, to have to start over sucks. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Juan Solo deux. If the game wasn't fucking good, you know, but the part that I'm pissed off about though is that nobody's talking about it. You know, and it's just like, we're talking Xbox. This is Xbox, people. Our games are steady Freddy. You know, I like if I was a PC player, I'd be like, oh yeah, typical PC shit. But on the Xbox, our games are steady, man. Like I've never played it ever played an Xbox game where I lost shit like that. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I've never really had bugs, you know? But isn't it the industry? You know what I mean? It's just like, what? You know, it's not too far off from Cyberpunk from that perspective. You know what I mean? Like, to be able to lose your character like that, that's, you know, that's Cyberpunk, you know? You know, kind of bugs, you know? And they already did a patch. They ran their first patch like a week or so ago, and the patch was all dedicated to Xbox stability. You know what I mean? And I lost my character after that patch, you know? So they did the patch and I lost my character several days after it, you know? So whatever they fixed didn't fix my account, you know? And so I was super pissed, but in the end, like in the end, it turned out to be okay because I started another character and I knew everything. And so I did everything that I did before, but more efficiently and better. So, and there's so much to the game. Like it's probably not making sense to you what I'm saying, but like there's ship building. So this is a builds game too, right? And so we're gonna have Tux builds also, but we got ships to build, like starships to build, amazing starships, right? Millennium Falcons, freighters, and whatever, you know. You could do almost anything in the shipbuilding thing. It's absolutely amazing. And then you got your characters builds, you got weapon builds. You can build weapons, mod them, and all this shit. You get your gear can all be modded. So you have armor and you have helmets, and you could put there's legendary, epic, and all this stuff. And then you can put different attributes on it, and then there's special attributes on top of that. And then you got this crazy skill tree that's just crazy massive. And then, okay, so that's two types of builds. More than two, really, if you think about it. Your weapons you can actually build weapons, and but anyways, so let's just say you got your character build, and then you got your ship builds, and then you got outposts. So imagine being able to create your own White House base of operations, you know? Imagine being able to do that. You know, but let's just say the White House that you created, that you designed it so that it actually manufactures exotic components for you. Okay, and then you take those exotic components and then you go to Cassie Mendoza, the gun runner, and you sell those exotic components to her. Right. So there's actually a market in the game. It's amazing. So then you have your base builds basically, too. So and you can have different kinds of things. So like there's pharmaceuticals, there's the food stuff, or there's industrial materials. There's parts, you know, so it's really, really cool. So we got 3 different types of builds to focus on, not to mention the individual stuff like weapons, like the drill down stuff, like crafting and creating your own weapons setups and stuff like that. So it's very in depth. It's a really good game. It really is. But there are bugs, and some of those bugs are game breaking. You know what I mean? And when I read up on it and kind of dug in on it, you know, and you know, people are just saying, with a lot of Bethesda experience, just saying classic Bethesda, save. You know what I mean? So there's quick save, there's hard saves, obviously, and then there's auto save. They have auto save. So there's lots of saving, but you basically just you want to triple up your saves. You know what I mean? I guess it's a thing, but Rogue? What platform are you on? So like, I guess like how it relates to what we're doing here is that, you know, in the Division, it's just like, you know, we experience these bugs and these bad releases. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere in the industry, you know? Le PC? Oh, gotcha. Cool. Rogue, did you go to the, did you ask somebody? Ask an admin if you can ask an admin or in the clan recruit quarters or whatever they call it over there on the PC side. What up, Chevy? I'm just logging out, bro. I got my daughter's birthday to get to, so. Anyways, appreciate you guys. So I'll see you tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to take advantage of this golden bullet. I'm having fun here. So let's connect again. I don't know if I'm going to stream in the morning or the afternoon. I'm trying to get some morning streams in too. Try to catch the European time zones also. So tomorrow I might do that. I might stream in the morning tomorrow because Friday will definitely be streaming in the evening for the Friday night stream. So if not, then I'll be streaming. Yeah, because tomorrow's Thursday. So maybe we'll see. We'll see how my morning goes. All right, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging with me. Catch you later.